Hey, welcome back to Shane's Main Shop. Today we're doing a heating cooling diagnostic issue in my dad's house. Now, as you know, maybe you don't know, Dad passed away. My brother and I have been kind of taking care of the house with my mom, who still lives here. But, anyways, we have not had good heating and cooling evenly. We have the northwest end of the house cooks us out of the place. And then on the north eastern side, we get no heat and no cooling. It's just the airflow is poor. But we have a sunroom on that side of the house that just, there's 4 vents. They have tons of heat coming through them. This is a manufactured home or double wide trailer designed to sit on a slab. So it's fully insulated underneath here. You can see everything's insulated. But we decided we got to figure out what the problem is because that front room just cooks and a lot of the other part of the house does not heat evenly. So we started cutting some insulation here, found, our main trunk that goes out to looks like most of the house. And I'm going to turn the camera around and just kind of show you a couple of things we found here. At the insulation up here, and then as I poked, I felt a spot where I knew there was another trunk. Now, this is not the main trunk. The main trunk is the one I just pointed at down there, and it comes this way. And then this one, because I was looking for one that went to that side of the house over there, because I know that's where the problem is. So I found this trunk right here, cut it out, and so I just cut just an opening into it so I can kind of see what was going on. And it appeared, first of all, there was something blocking right here. You can see this little remnant, so we ripped that out. But this just stops. It goes nowhere. It just completely stops. So it does not have good airflow. Now, I had my brother go upstairs and turn the fan onto the heating system, and I did get a very small airflow out of this, but not much. So what I did is I turned around, and because I know it should be feeding from this side, and once again, it just stops. Now, it goes above the main trunk, so the cutout should be down, going down into it, but I ran a tape measure and a stick down in there, and it did not drop, so I could not find an opening. So I just measured from this opening I cut here out to that until it stopped, and then found where it should be. So I got the main trunk here. I cut the main trunk open, and lo and behold, there's the one up above that runs up above, and it was never cut out. That's why there's no heat going to that side of the house. So 19 years of having an issue, because I wasn't living here, it was my parents, but never had good even heat flow. But yeah, they never cut it out. Now we know there's probably a couple more issues because there's some other issues that are away from this area here at the other end of the house, and we'll get into that. But after doing this quick diagnostic, you can see that right from the manufacturing of this house, they never cut it out. And I'm thinking at the other end of this trunk, there's got to be, so they got flexible tubes coming off after this, after the main trunk, and there's one there that goes forward, and there's a few others. And I'm guessing at the end of this trunk here that we cut out, there's probably flexible tubes that shoot off as well. However, they're not connected. If they are connected, they're not cut out because there's no opening up inside that trunk. So once we're done with this here and we fix this and get this open, we got to track that down and find out where those are and get airflow through them. So anyway, this is just a information video, really, of what could go wrong. And they throw these houses together so fast sometimes. They're not the best quality, which everybody knows that. And that's fine, but this is just blatant, a blatant miss on somebody's part. Total quality control breakdown. Okay, we know they use inferior products, lower cost stuff to keep the cost of these places down. Totally understandable. But this is just workmanship that was never followed through on, never inspected, never checked, and should have been. So, yeah, it is what it is. These things happen. Hopefully this little tip, if you have any type of issue, in this case it's a double wide trailer, and you have a heating issue, I'm guessing this is probably fairly common. Probably happens once in a while, maybe 1 out of 50 houses or something. Who knows? I'm just guessing. But I know for sure we're not the only ones that had an issue like this. So, yeah, definitely something to consider if you're having a heating problem of getting even heat throughout the house.
Keep it running. Now, the other thing we had considered also was it mice or rats or something that had built a nest. We kind of eliminated that because there was never any smell or any issue with odors coming up through.
Yep.
So the only result had to be that for whatever reason, either at one point we thought maybe the duct system was just so poorly designed that everything was going to this end of the house. But until we actually got up into the guts and actually looked at it, and now we determined that it just simply was not opened up.
Yep, just not hooked up. Hey, thanks for swinging by Shane's Paint Shop. Hopefully this helps out somebody. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. We got to get back to this so we can get some even heat in this house and cooling in the summertime.